Hi, and welcome to the Artsy Fartzy Club. My name is Mrs. Johnson, and I am so happy that you are here with me today. We are doing part 2 of our Bad Case of Stripe inspired self-portrait. So last week, we saw the story from Storyline Online of A Bad Case of Stripe. Last time, we talked about the canon of the face and learned all about how to set up the face in general, where all the different parts go, and the tips and tricks on how to do the sizes of a person's face. And you should be at this point where you have a drawing with us and you're ready to go. I'm a little not happy that the eyes are slightly different sizes. I might adjust that. But if you don't have a self-portrait ready to go today, you're going to want to go back to that video, which was last Wednesday, and catch up. And then once you have this, then you can come back and watch this video with us together. All right, so I'm at this point where now I'm ready to go on to the next step. And I think that the best way to make sure that I have a nice result is going to be to Sharpie it out. And because we're not coloring our face in the traditional sense, we're going to color it with a bad case of stripes, right? So to make sure that our face still maintains the a face structure, so it looks like a face, if we're not coloring and shading in a way that a face should look, then it might start to get warped and distorted and not look quite right. So I'm going to go ahead and trace all of my lines with my Sharpie. And doesn't matter where you start. I'm just going to go for it. So last time we were talking about, making the hair look unique to you. And I added in, normally I have curls and stuff in my hair. Today, not so much. I've had a rough day today. I woke up and I was sick this morning. Not fun. So, but I didn't want to have you guys miss the video. So we're just plugging along, making it work. And as you guys may know, if you watch me, we just say, as good artists, we adapt. So I'm just going for it anyway. I'd hate for you guys to miss out on our weekly video. But my kids just went back to school. I hope you all enjoy going back to school. And if you catch this on a replay at a later time, then you're probably already in school. It doesn't matter. But, all right. Now, the one thing about Sharpie is once you put it on there, you cannot take it back. So you want to be really sure with your lines to make them nice and smooth. You know how I had like these sketchy pencil lines? I'm not going to do that with my marker. I'm going to just let my marker flow and be confident that I'm placing my lines correctly and just do a nice smooth drag. button's a little big, but it's gonna be okay. All right. And then I'm leaving those eyes for last because I want to correct that. I'm not really sure how I'm going to approach that yet. I'm not quite going all the way to my edge with that inside line. I can address that with some shading. Okay, now for the eyes, I might just try to press less hard to keep the line a little bit thinner. Okay, now let's see what I can do about making them even. If you can hear in the background, my daughter is also sick. It's been a rough start to the school year. I think as soon as we got back around other people, and then we all got hit up. All right. And then I'm going to probably not put in the lashes with the marker. I'm going to save that for colored pencil. Now, I usually like to have, and I don't have one on me right now, the big, you know how you have like the big pink erasers? I really like the rectangular green erasers. I don't know why they're my personal favorite. I feel like they don't usually leave marks on the paper. But sadly today, I'm just going to use my pencil back and just go to town. I want to get rid of all those pencil lines, and we can worry about coloring in our bad case of stripes in a minute. So now, if you remember back to the story, the bad case of stripes, she had all different things pop up on her face. There was circles and a flag pattern and of course stripes and I think plaid or checkered. So we can really kind of get creative with our different patterns. So you're going to want to think in patterns, think in different shapes, different color combinations that you can do. And we're just going to kind of divide up our face into different sections. And I'm not literally going to draw a line to divide my face into sections. I'm going to let them kind of organically happen. Oh, I just erased my earlobe. I have an ear here. Okay. Not my best day, guys. Oh, I'm so sick today. I took some medicine so I could feel good enough to do this. After this, I'm going to go to bed early. Make sure all my kiddos get to bed at a good time, too. All right. For the most part, I think. Oh, goodness, you hear that? Isn't that awful? Okay. Okay. All right. There we go. What do you think? Close enough. So I'm going to start thinking of some designs. And one of the first ones I'm going to do is like plaid. Okay. Or I can even do strips. Well, I'll just start with the plaid. So, maybe nice orange. That would be fun. Okay. So, I'm going to do a plaid. I'm going to lightly color in a stripe. And I'm going to just kind of let it fade off into nothingness because we're going to allow another pattern to start there. Yikes. Doesn't that sound awful? I assume you can hear them. So bad. Okay. Now that I've got it going this way, and then I'm going to do some stripes going the other way. Oh man, I thought I grabbed a purple and I think I grabbed two of the same blue. That's unfortunate. Still will look okay. I'll just make this one a little bit darker or something. There we go. Okay. So you see how it kind of makes that plaid pattern of stripes over each other? So it's just an idea of just repeating. There we go. All right. Okay, so I've got plaid. What else can I do? I think she had some like circles at one point. So we could do I get an idea. I don't want all of them to be on a white background. The plaid I kind of had going on a white background, but I'm going to color in spaces too. Okay. Some shading into these circles. And then here. Oh, I'm sorry I'm not my normal energetic self, guys. I kind of forget that I need to talk to you still. I'm so tired. It's been a long day and it's just hard. Man, I'm a mom of 4 kids and my youngest is still home. And I just needed a nap and he wouldn't nap with me. So my husband had to step up, and luckily my husband works from home and he was able to watch him while I took a nap. Oh, you know what I don't have? So Prismacolor has these blending pencils. So you see how there's a lot of the white space here? This is just really nice to kind of come in, and it blends those colors together, and it allows you to fill in that texture of your paper. You know, fill in the, because it's such a heavy drawing paper I use, that it's a little bit harder for me to get into all the spaces. I mean, I can get the same effect by trying to draw harder on my paper, but I don't know. I like the effect of these blending pencils and not having to work really hard. I don't want them to work too hard. And you just kind of learn how it affects the blend and like where you want to start and how you want to move them together. Anyway, that makes sense. All right. So let's see, what else do we have? And I'm just gonna blend it from one purple to the next purple. All right, what am I gonna do? I'm going to do some stripes. Why not? I'm trying to think of what she looks like. I can't think of it right now. And then you could do this with marker, crayon. So it's just important to come back in, and I'll just kind of press harder and go over the areas that are, the white paper still kind of showing through. The cacophony of coughing in the background. And then think about, I don't know, what other shapes could you have? Um, We'll do some sort of triangles or stars, or what other patterns could we make? So now I'm going to layer in a couple of different colors into the hair so that it gives a little bit more visual interest versus just coloring it all in just the one color. You can do this. I'm just kind of doing it with the side of my colored pencil to get the large area. I have lots of hair um, to get it down more quickly, but you could do it in like lines, to create the texture of the hair. Kind of up to you and how your hair is. And you might have curly hair, wavy hair, more frizzy hair, just whatever. Straight hair, all different hair. So do what is appropriate for you and yours. But once again, I'm just trying to blend, 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 because the more different colors that we put in there, the more visual interest. And I go, oh, I'm gonna have the light hitting this part of my head, maybe. Just in a couple spots, I'm gonna put in that lighter pan to kind of create some highlights and stuff too. Okay, and that just makes it a lot more interesting to look at. So your back case of stripes can go onto the neck. We can keep going. So I don't know. I'm starting to run out of ideas. I can make a checker pattern. I could. Why use that color near the other color? I don't know. Choices. Putting in those eyelashes. Just extending that onto my ear. Don't forget to color in your pupil. All right, let's wrap this up. So normally when I teach a lesson to my kids, I like start the project and I've done it so many times that I end up with a finished piece that I'm able to just, add to and add to and add to. And then, so I have that demo example when we're all the way done. But for the sake of time, I'm going to wrap it up today. I apologize that I'm not at my very best. I have not been feeling at all well today. I'm going to try to finish this up and maybe put a clip of it at the end, or at the very least attach it to our Instagram so that you can see what the finished project looks like. Thank you so much for joining me today. I promise, well, I can't promise, but I sure hope I feel a lot better next week and I can be back to my energetic self and we can have an awesome time together. So once again, thank you so much for joining me. My name is Mrs. Johnson, and if this is the first time you've been here with us at the Artsy Fartzy Club, you are an official new Artsy Fartzy Club member. Yay! Congratulations. I am so happy that you made it all the way to the end of a project with me. Please DM me, show me your art. You can email it. There's so many different things that you can do to get it to me. As a matter of fact, you can send it to me on Instagram and you can email it to me and you can Facebook it to me. All of the links are down below in the video description. And last but not least, if you made it all the way to the end, I super appreciate it if you can give me a thumbs up, a like, share this out, subscribe. It really, really will help my channel. I am trying to get to that 1,000 goal, right? Everybody wants to hit that 1,000 subscribers and it's slow going. So I really appreciate your support. And until we see each other again, I hope that you are absolutely artastic.